came, no one knows from where. These mutated, undead, robotic apes from space. Now, one man brings the fight to them.
I've escaped the city. There's no hope there anymore. But there's still hope for you, all you people out there in the past, because this is the future, and I'm sending this back to the present, which is the past to me, but it's supposed to be the present to you, although if you're watching this a few weeks from now, it's the future. And I want you to learn. I don't want this to happen to you. I want you to go out and play some games. Games that are going to help you learn how to avoid this horrible future. There will come times in this awful, horrible future where you've got to make choices and decisions that you just don't want to. In The Walking Dead, there's a point at the beginning of episode 2 where you've got a few kind of hard decisions to make. The hardest for me was being given the remaining food rations and being told to go feed who I felt deserved it. Now this doesn't actually, to be honest with you, it doesn't have an impact on the later game. Some people maybe, be a bit colder to you, some people a bit warmer, but overall, actually doesn't impact the game in any major way. But the game doesn't tell you that. So you treat this with the utmost importance. For me, I always made sure, of course, Clementine was fed, and I believe there's probably, if you look at it, the vast majority of players would have done the same. But then you're going around the camp thinking, well, who should get this food? Who should be comforted by maybe half an apple, some cheese and crackers? And for me, that was an amazing moment in the game, because it's all on you. There's no kind of hints, there's no tips. You make that decision. In real life, not all choices are black and white. That not every choice is right. I'm going to kiss you, or I'm going to kill you, or I'm going to do you up the arse. Decisions are just subtle wee things that sometimes just don't change the course of your day. Your day will still end the same way, but it's how you reach that, and the decisions you make and how you feel about yourself that are important. And that's why The Walking Dead is an essential game if you want to learn how to survive in the future, where monkeys are going to really do some awful things, some really awful things to your mouth.
Don't. Gunshot'll bring walkers. One bird's not worth it.
Yeah, I know.
They don't even know. But getting back to The Walking Dead, now, the important thing about the game isn't just the choices, the small choices you make, it's the bigger picture. In the game, Lee is a man who's committed a crime of passion, and through the game you get the choice to be honest with people. You can say, I'm a man who's on his way to prison, I'm a man who killed someone. Or you can lie, you can try and bend the truth a wee bit, you can have wee white lies, just say, oh no, I was just leaving Atlanta, a policeman was giving me a lift. Not just the fact that I was in a police car, I was a prisoner, and I was going to jail. And how you kind of manage that, how those choices work out, can change how the characters will react to you. Some of them will respect you for being honest, they'll think, well, you know what, he's being honest, he's not a danger to us. Although, if you don't tell them the truth, it might later come out and people then distrust you because you've been lying to them all this time, and that's beautiful. And when you're honest with all the other characters, it means something more than having to think, oh, I've told this guy something, I've told this person something else, oh, I hope they don't find out. You don't need to keep yourself right when you follow their good path, as I do. Scott White. Okay, so last time we asked for you to send some questions using the hashtag AskFutureScott. So we're going to answer some of those questions, see if we can help some of you survive the coming horrors. So we've got at the one Nalan has asked, what colour are my pants? And I can tell you they are permanently brown due to the immense amount of fear and very loose bowels that I inherited from my mum. We've got at VS_Afro. Why are all the YouTube recommended videos from our Last of Us video about rewiring electrical sockets? Because when we started BitSocket, that's what we were about. Essentially, it was helping you learn how to use the correct bit socket for your electronical goods. We've got at Tim Can Pies. Is there any good video games released on the final day? Half-Life 3 actually comes out at a midnight launch, and then five minutes later, the internet stops working. So that's it's a real kick in the teeth for a lot of you guys out there waiting for Half-Life 3. Sorry about that. I've only got a couple more. We've got at minute 5072 asks, is it a guy with a flying gun or is it a flying guy with a gun? No, they're monkeys, robot, zombie, alien, apes from space, so I don't get that question at all. The last question we've got here from at Nerdship, and question is, does Joe survive? But I'm not ready to talk about that yet. So, thanks for those questions, and for next time, if you want to tag any questions you want to ask me in the future, just tag them Ask Future Scott. Keep it socking, and stay alive.